Welcome, Haven, to the Hide Your Moms podcast. I'm always here, so thank you. We are here on a cruise. Right behind you is the ocean.
True.
But I've got to get podcast filmed, and this is just where I'm at in my life right now. As you can see, he has product placement at the beginning of my
This is
podcast.
the first product placement you've ever had? Except for your own bread?
Yeah, probably.
Oh my goodness, I feel special.
You are.
Wow.
And you even dressed up today. You look good.
I did, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he saw me dressed up and then he invited me to his room.
Well, yeah, pretty close to it, actually. It's kind of how it went. I'm going to have a drink. You're going to see me having a drink here and there. Haven does not drink alcohol, so
Sir.
respect to him.
You like alcohol though?
Yeah, and not in an abundance way, or like where I need it to do a certain thing, but to sometimes enhance what I'm
So
doing.
do you see a benefit in alcohol, drinking it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't look at it too deeply because I'm not addicted to it or anything like that.
That's good.
So when I do drink, it's just to like have fun or
Yeah.
whatever I am doing, maybe heighten it, maybe loosen me up a little bit. It's a good talking point. You can bond over alcohol with strangers. I like that.
Yeah, no, a lot of people bond over it. Yeah, definitely can see that.
But you don't drink.
No.
Will you ever drink?
No.
It's fair. Well, you're not even old enough to drink, but
Yeah.
when you are old enough to drink, you'll never drink.
No.
Okay. Well, interesting. Today, you guys are probably going to see this podcast in 2 to 3 weeks. So we're going to cover what you've been doing. We're going to cover who he is as a human being. We're going to see his personality a little bit. He does a lot of short form videos. So we're going to see.
Well, not just short form. I've actually done a little bit of a podcast before myself.
Oh, you have?
I've done like 50 episodes. It was called Unsafe Antics.
You did 50?
15. I wish it was 50, but I actually had like the same exact setup, 2 cameras, the same record. Everything was like the exact same.
Did you do. How long did you do 15 episodes for?
1 episode a week, 15 episodes.
Oh, that's pretty good. You edit them all yourself?
No. Brady Shepard helped me out a lot. He's your next guest, right? Yeah,
I think
yeah,
so.
well,
Yeah, you
yes.
guys will know who Brady is. Okay, so we got to go over through some statistics on who you are as a human being, just in case some people don't follow you. Maybe some people don't follow me. That's all right. Who cares? But we're going to have a conversation here about what you've got. Probably should have wrote this down beforehand if I was a good podcast guest or a host. But
How many episodes are you in?
this will be episode like 24 or 25.
24 episodes and you don't have stuff written down yet?
Nope.
I'm impressed.
People that watch know that I'm pretty loosey-goosey with this stuff. But 2.3 million followers on TikTok.
Yep.
For reference, I have 1.1.
Mm-hmm.
So you have what I have, again, plus 200,000. That's a lot of followers.
Thank you.
How do you handle that?
I mean, so
How do you not let that get to your head?
it's kind of something that I've been doing for so long that it's like not. So I don't have like the new factor for stuff. I've been doing social media for like 5 years, and it started off very basic, and it was when it was really not popular to make TikToks. Like I was making TikToks where everyone was hiding the fact that they were even watching TikToks.
When
So
did you start?
Like when we had COVID, like masks.
Oh, wow.
My first videos blew up. It was so cringy, but it was like me taking off my mask. It was like a thirst trap. And
You had to have been in like 8th grade or something.
I think it was freshman year of high school. I was in the bathroom.
Oh,
and I
gosh.
took my mask off, and I looked like a child. And there were a lot of pedophiles, and there were a lot of like little girls.
Did it go viral?
Yeah, it went viral. I had like I kind of just when it blew up, I first was getting made fun of a lot. Everyone was just like gay, TikTok's gay and all that stuff. And I was a freshman in high school, so everyone was making fun of it. So I got to like 400,000 followers in 1 month, and then I just
Oh, wow.
kind of stopped because I was like, this isn't really like
What you
I
wanted to
don't like making fun
do?
of it for it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed making it actually. I've always liked making videos, but it wasn't like I just wasn't worth it for me. So I kind of stopped for 2 years.
I will say this. I would have been one of the people that made, like, if you were a freshman making those and I was a junior, I would have made fun of you because sadly I did do that to people who were there was a freshman who would make TikToks
Yeah.
and I was a junior
Oh, wow.
and I didn't go out of my way to make fun of him, but like when I saw him, I'd be like, what's up TikTok? And then I ended up freaking doing it. So I feel bad but I've apologized to him a billion times,
Yeah.
but
Is
just,
he big now?
no, he kind of stopped too.
So you're bigger.
Yeah, but
If he sees you, he's gonna be like, "What's up, TikTok?" Kid?
well, yeah, he does that. He gives it back to me now,
Yeah.
which is good. But he went the frat route, so a little different. But yeah, I don't have any comments. But he's super
Did you go
good.
the frat route if you were back in college?
No,
No.
because I could have, but I did not.
Yeah.
Lot of money.
Oh yeah.
It's like the tuition. You pay tuition twice, basically.
It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
no.
some friends that are frats and they're paying their debt from the frat.
Yeah. So when you were back to this TikTok thing, you started it as a freshman. You get 400,000 followers in 1 month, and then when you say you take a break because of the bullying, and then when do you come back?
Dude, I came back. I did this thing called full-time dual enrollment. So basically, the last time I took a high school class was sophomore year of high school, and I went straight into college. Basically, it's kind of like graduating early, except you didn't graduate technically, but I took all my classes at a college, Florida Gulf Coast University, and that's where I realized like no one in college cares about anything, and I was like, I want to turn this into a business. I really enjoyed making videos, so I started posting at least twice a day for every single day, and ever since then, I don't think I've missed a day in like 3 or 4 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So you would say consistency is like one of the biggest.
Dude, everybody asks this, like, especially now that it's not like made fun of to be a TikToker, and everyone wants to be like a TikToker or a content creator now, just in general, like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Everyone's like, how do you blow up? And it's like uniqueness and consistency. Like, if you're consistent every single day, it eventually, within 6 months, I think you can blow up, as long as you're consistent every single day. I think you told me though that it took you longer than 6 months
Dude,
to blow up.
it took me 2 years, and I'd consistently posted. Now I did once a day for 2 years, and I'd have videos go here and there, but never that blow up where like it blows up and then every video you post blows up. I would have an occasional blow up, then I'd post another one that I thought was great, then it wouldn't do good. And some people still follow me from like some of those very first videos, and they remind me of it. I love seeing those people.
Dude, that's
but yeah,
like the coolest thing. Like, someone's like, I've been following you since 2020. I'm like, there's no way. Like,
and then they prove it with like a video. They found you one. But
they're like, and I went live for the first time ever. The first day I had a viral video, and it was like, comment lobster if you're here from day one. And then someone the other day, they commented lobster.
Wow.
5 years later, it was like the most odd thing ever. I was like, what the heck? I didn't even remember that. I was like, what are you talking about? And then I remembered it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So you come back your sophomore year or your junior year when you do the dual enrollment thing?
So I ended sophomore year, and then junior year and senior year of high school, I was full-time college.
Okay.
So I got my associate's degree in high school. Like
So-
right when I graduated high school.
So then you only have like 2 years left?
Yeah. But I'm on the pre-med track, so it's like...
So you have a while? So
not
you,
fun.
you would get your 4 years, and then what is that, 4 more years?
Yeah, and then like the 3 years after that for like residency and all this like stuff like that, and then like, dude, it's like I probably won't be a doctor till I'm 30 realistically. Even though I did those 2 years.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I know.
You better save up the money you're making now because
Oh yeah.
that is going to be...
Dude, med school is like $400K debt. It's
Holy
it's
shoot.
huge.
Dude, that's insane. And
Hopefully
you're...
the skincare thing goes well.
Yeah, hey, I like it. This is... Well, let me talk about this for a second.
Okay.
This is... Haven just started a skincare line. I have a small business. He has a small business. Obviously, our dreams are for them not to stay small businesses forever. But I like people chasing their dreams and doing what they can do to push themselves daily. I think every human being should do that. And so he stepped out of his comfort zone and pursued a business. Everybody who pursues a business steps out of their comfort zone a little bit, learning stuff every single day. It is called Haven. It's a daily moisturizer. I have some of it. I don't use much. I don't really use stuff on my face, but I will say that I do use it on my ashy elbows and...
It's not even, dude, every time he sees me a video using it, I'm like, dude, that's not how you use it. You just use it for the wrong things. And I'm like, okay, if that helps you, but...
I like
for
it.
your face, but I guess it can work on any part of your body, but...
I use it on my knees and my elbows, so... And it works. And it's a really cool bottle, actually.
Do you know, like, were you confused why I started a skincare brand, or, like, did it make sense to you?
Well, I know that you wanted to be a... What, I don't even know what you wanted to be. Something with skin, though, right?
Dermatologist, yeah.
That's what they call it.
So, like, I kind of just mixed it. So, like, I realized I had this younger audience of younger girls. My little sister, she's, like, super big into skincare. She's 12 years old. But, she spends all my mama's money on skincare products. And I was like, I'm a big ingredient guy. Like, I eat clean. I don't put, like, bad products in my face. And I was, like, looking at the ingredients of her skincare products one day. And I was like, these all suck. And then I even, like, double-checked it. I got the third-party app, like, Yuka, that just scans, like, any product. And they were all, like, 0 out of 100, 10 out of 100. Like, all these big brands are terrible for your skin.
What do you want? 100 out of 100?
Yeah, 100, 100. That's what we are. But I was like, these brands suck. They're terrible for your skin. But the reason little kids are buying them is because of the cute packaging. So I was like, what if I make a healthy brand targeting the younger audience because it has cool packaging, but they actually are putting healthy stuff on their skin? And I should make it as affordable as possible, too, because, like, dude, skincare is expensive.
Yeah, it is. And also, it's hard to make stuff as affordable as possible when you're a small business. You can work around with margins when you get bigger, but I get exactly what you're saying.
Negative. We sold out 1,000 units in 24 hours, and I'm still deep in the negative. Just the cost of testing and everything.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's
I didn't have to test for my clothes, but when I started my Spency brand, we didn't make... I still have taken $0 because every time anything I make from a Spency drop just goes... That money just goes into the next drop to buy more stock, hire people, bought the warehouse. So it just keeps going and keeps going. I've made $0 as well, basically. The only thing I have more is just more swimsuits or more products. So I get it, but I think it's really good. I love it. I'm not just saying it because you're my friend and you're right in front of me. I would tell you straight to your face, but it's good.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you're now in college though, right?
Yeah, I'm at the University of Florida now. Go Gators, baby. Ciao, ciao.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
We just won the what's it, March Madness. So.
Have you ever watched a single basketball game in your life before that? Have you ever watched a single?
I watched the finals, the national championship,
What's before the finals? What is that round called?
the Final Four.
And then before that, what's that round called? Yeah, you shouldn't be able to cheer for your school.
Alright, here's my theory. Okay, like I'm weird. Like I love sports. I played soccer my entire life. I played all sports. I'm pretty bad at basketball, so never really played basketball. But soccer and pickleball are my favorite two right now.
You could be a rapper. Have you ever thought about that?
I can talk really fast.
Dude, you speak like English like Russian does, which is funny.
I speak Russian.
You do. Yeah, you speak that fast, but English, you can slow it down a little bit, and you are actually do whatever you want to do. It's funny.
I'm gonna try to slow it down. I'm trying to adapt.
No, I like laughing at it, so just do it.
Well, I don't like being laughed.
It's like a gun. Okay, so back to what you're saying. You played soccer.
So I played soccer. I'm playing pickleball too, and I love pickleball, dude. I know you have like an older audience, dude. Pickleball, I know why you guys love it. I'm addicted. I've been playing like 2 or 3 hours a day whenever I have time. It's so fun.
I think my podcast audience is. I haven't really checked. You know, I'm not a big guy on checking analytics, so I think it's half and half.
Really?
Yeah,
Cool.
half the people our age, little bit younger sometimes, and then a lot of like there is the moms because they're still rooting for me, obviously from my mom videos. But
that's awesome. Having a mom audience is super sick.
dude, they're the best.
I noticed your comments, like they're so like loyal and they're so like nice. It's
Dude,
like they're a kid.
Dude,
Almost.
I literally feel like I have hundreds of moms. It's the best.
That's sick.
Anyway, back to what you're saying again. Sorry, keep cutting you off.
Okay, yeah. I also heard that too. Okay, so basically, what I was saying is like I love sports so much. I go to the gym, soccer, pickleball, all that stuff like that. For some reason, I have this problem where it's like if I watch a sport, I kind of get like mad because it just makes me want to play.
Right.
I just want to play so bad, and like it's like my adrenaline up. I'm just like I want to play a sport. Like I don't like watching sports. It just makes me really want to play, and then I get upset because I can't play at that moment.
No, that makes sense. I'm kind of like that too. But you watch pickleball?
Dude, pickleball clips are fun to watch. I can go on Instagram Reels and scroll pickleball clips all day. They're so fun.
Dude, last night when you told me that you were pickleball rated.
No, I'm not rated, but I'd say I'm around a 4.0. So there's like a pickleball rating system. Like a 4.0 is really good, 5.0 and up is professional, and then like 3.5 is like pretty solid. 3.0 is like you know how to play. 2.5 is like you're a beginner, and I'd say I'm around a 4.0. I mean, I haven't gotten professionally rated, but that's what I'd say.
Have you played people who have been professionally rated?
Yeah, I played a lot of people that have been professionally rated.
Like who do you kind of keep up with?
As I say, I keep around the 4.0s. Like 5.0, anything above 4, smoke me. Like once you get above 4, you're like you're good. You're like.
Very good. I don't know who's making these rules or these systems. I didn't know there's a batting average for pickleball, but it's funny. And apparently, you've said this multiple times, which you disagree with. You live in the pickleball capital of the world.
I do Naples. I actually, dude, I've said this once.
You said it to me when you picked me up from the airport. We were driving. No, we were driving. No, it was me and you. We were driving to do the errands.
Really? It was just us two.
Yes, we were going to Target, then the gas station, and then the bank. That day, we were driving through these neighborhoods. They were super rich neighborhoods, and you were like, "Yeah, everybody works remotely. Everybody plays pickleball." And then you followed that up with, "Did you know this was the pickleball capital of the world?"
I did not say that.
And then I told you last night. You had told me that before, and you said, "No, swear to God, no, I swear I haven't."
I don't swear, but I didn't say that.
Dude, yeah, you did. I promise you.
No, I didn't.
Anyway, yeah, we have played pickleball, and you did beat me.
I did.
So
I helped
you are very good.
I could.
Well, you're also the size of a pickleball court, so
Yeah.
that's also not fair. You're 6'5". People shouldn't go play tennis, dude.
I can't play. I suck at tennis.
I wonder why. Because the court's bigger. You get to cover the whole entire court. You're the length of the net if you lay down, and I'm not a fan. And so I think you cheat when you play, but I won't. I'll digress. This is so off topic, but you see the ocean out there?
Yeah.
If you were to be in the ocean right then, right there, and they see you,
Yeah.
how long do you think you could tread water for out there?
Dude, if my life's in the line, I could trip on it for a while.
I think so too. It's also very buoyant, like the salt.
Yeah.
I think you could just lay on your back for like hours.
The waves and the wind though would suck.
Oh yeah.
I think I would drift away, but I could stay up for a while. But like they'd have to send out like a rescue boat or something for me.
What do you think about it? Would you be scared of like sharks and stuff under you?
apparently, when I was like a little kid, my mom and dad were on a little kayak in the ocean, and my dad told me that there was like a shark coming up. I don't know if it was an aggressive shark or something like that, but he punched it.
You punched a shark?
He punched a shark.
That's such a dad story to tell their kid.
I know. You think it's real?
No.
I think he could be real. I don't think he lied.
No. That's like when my dad told me the pig stole my binky.
What's a binky?
What?
What's a binky?
You didn't have a binky?
No, what's a binky?
No, I'm not happy with that.
What's a binky?
You didn't have a binky?
No, what's a binky?
That little sucker thing that you put in your mouth?
You mean like
When you were a kid?
Is that called a binky?
Yeah. What would you call it?
A sucker?
Your
No, pacifier.
What, dude?
Pacifier.
No, dude, you called it a binky. You think you could pronounce pacifier when you were a kid?
Yes.
Mom, I want my pacifier. That's like 5 syllables. No, you say binky. I want my binky.
No, I've never heard of binky. It's pacifier.
Yeah, well, you didn't get raised. Your parents divorced?
Yeah.
Same.
Twin.
Do you see your dad a lot?
Yeah. I see. Well, I mean, now that I'm like older, I don't really see either of them much because I'm in college and stuff like that. But I see like when I was back home, it's 50-50, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, a lot of
Did you have clothes at both?
No, I would transfer. Actually, yeah, I had to close above. Yeah.
You didn't?
Like everything else, like toothbrush and stuff like that, I would typically transfer.
Didn't it suck? You always had to leave it in like their packing bag. Like I don't even remember unpacking my shit when I'd go back and forth.
Yeah, I mean they were pretty close. So like if I ever got something, my mom would just like bring it back. So I didn't like always, because it's only 2 days, so you don't have to pack too much for me. Like if it's like a big trip, then it's like sucks because like 5 days. So, like some divorced kids do like a week, and then it's like you have to pack a bunch.
Are your parents are they still like friends?
Yeah, they still hang out sometimes.
What?
Yeah.
Does your dad have a girlfriend or boyfriend?
No.
Boyfriend. They're both single?
Yeah. No. I don't think so.
You don't think?
I don't think.
All right. Like they go get drinks?
My mom actually hasn't drank for like 8 months, I think.
How old were you when they got divorced?
5.
Oh, you were young.
Little boy.
Yeah, I was 6, so kind of the same thing. Huh. Okay. Well, what do you think your next steps are? Or like, what do you think your content is? Go back to this TikTok realm. So you stuck consistent. You're now where you're at. You're at the end of your freshman year of college, but not really because you did a lot of college and high school. Where do you think your social media goes from here? And what do you think that you're doing? Do you want to stick with what you're doing now? Do you want to go somewhere else? Like, what do you think?
It's a great question. Well, I mean, since your audience knows you pretty well, I'd start off with saying, like, with my content, I'd say I'm a less funny, less naive Spencer. Like, I'd say that's a pretty good...
What's naive mean?
Like, you act like you don't know things. Like, you made a video about not knowing that you can't eat a bunch of vitamins.
Which is true, and I told you that's 100%
yeah,
true.
But that's naive. Like, everybody knows that you can't eat...
I'd never had vitamins in my life until then, other than Flintstone ones.
You did. Come on, like.
Dude, I swear.
There's no way that was serious. There's no way.
Swear.
That you could just not eat.
Swear on everything, because I wouldn't put my.
You're like the type of kid that would eat like 20 melatonin gummies.
My mom never let me have melatonin,
Okay.
so I never had that either. But I swear I would never do this for a video. Is just make myself feel like shit for a video. Would never.
I guess.
And
that's crazy.
So
that's what I mean by naive. Like I feel like everyone knows that, but like somehow you don't know like some of those things.
Yeah, I know a lot of weird fun facts, but I don't know like life, how to live fun facts. You know what I mean? Like I could tell you a fact about Mars's moons being named after Ares's kids, right?
Yeah, you know a lot of history.
Yeah.
Every place you go to in Greece, you're just like, oh, I know that. Oh, that's where Artemis was banged by.
Yeah, but yes. So I know interesting facts, not living facts. Anyway, answer the question on where you think you're gonna go.
So my future of content, I started off, with the cringy thirst trap stuff, which I'm not so proud of, but it got me the audience or the start of the audience that I have now. So I'm definitely grateful and happy I still did it. But for the future, I kind of I want to mix in a lot of talking stuff, which I've been doing. But like the number one thing right now for me is this brand, building this brand. So I want to really tie in my brand with myself, kind of just combine those things, make a lot of knowledgeable content about just keeping your skin healthy, kind of educating the people that don't really know anything about health or ingredients, because like so many people just blindly buy what has hype instead of understanding what it does for your skin, and instead of understanding like if it's gonna actually hurt or help you, if you even need it. Like some people will buy stuff they don't even need just because they think it's cool to have part of their skincare routine. So I really think the tying that in will be really cool.
Would you say that you're going to transform your content into you want to be mainly known for this?
I
Would you
want
say that's what your number one thing you want to be known for?
I don't want to be known for it, but I want everybody to know that everyone that knows me know that too.
Okay.
But I want to be known for just being Haven Law. Like I want to make like content about my life, like lifestyle. I travel a lot. I live life. I'm in college. Like I want people to be able to just like relate and kind of like be a part of my journey. Like just living. I'm living life through my audience. I post everything I do, whether I'm playing a cool game in Turkey, whether I have to catch this ice cream, or I'm struggling on a final for class. It's like I
Right.
just want people to kind of be like a part of my life because it's so cool. Like anytime, any stage of my life I'm in, like I was in a hurricane and people were commenting like where I could go, like how I could be safe because everyone's like kind of like invested in my life and it's super cool to like know that people care about me and are just interested in like what's going on in my life and like having that audience. It's super cool to interact with. So I just kind of want to keep building out that lifestyle and then obviously like I still mix in some dancing videos, some just like fun videos because they're fun to make. But I'd say that's kind of like the direction I want to go with long form. I definitely want to do more of that. I'm kind of trying to figure out what exactly I want to do. I'm thinking about just making more authentic kind of vlogs, like where I'm just like not super edited, not super clickbaity thumbnail, just like YouTube videos where it's just like me living a day, me like in Paris, just hang out with my friends. I feel like that could be super cool and would just like showcase more of my life.
I like that. I think that is a very strong possibility for you. One thing I've noticed since knowing you is you're a very motivated human being. You
Thank you.
you take everything very seriously, all the way down to what you put in your body, all the way down to just the certainest small things that I don't really like. I don't look at the small details.
Mm-hmm.
You really do that. I think that is good, and I think that'll get you very far in your life. I think my question is that has that ever burnt you out? Being so,
100%.
I'm not using this word like being so anal about life almost. You know what I
No,
mean?
no, no, no. I mean, like some people say it's like uptight. Some people say it's like anal. It's just like I'm very like I don't know. Like I've never liked to put anything bad into my body. Like you said, I'm very curious about that. Like you were sipping a pina colada, and I wanted like a virgin one. I was like, should I get it? And I was like, nah, because there's sugar in it. It's like I feel like I always just
Boy, I'll overdose on sugar.
I call it like my version of it. Everyone like has their own version, but I just call it very analytical. Like I kind of look at everything with the pros and cons, and I try to like establish everything, like in my relationship, in my life, in my schooling, in my content. I just look at what are the pros if I do this, what are the cons if I do this, and typically like I'll get enjoyment like a lot of stuff like a virgin pina colada like that would taste really good right now. There's just a bunch of sugar, and I'm like okay pros it tastes good, cons when I'm in the gym it might hurt my gains, it might do that. Some like cons aren't worth it. So it's like I'm really like kind of like a perfectionist in my head with pros and cons, and I like it because it helps me be very efficient. But also it's like I'm always in my head about that. So it's like I never can sometimes really enjoy something I want to enjoy because I look at it, I'm like okay tomorrow that's gonna suck, and it's just like it hurts
So do you almost struggle living in the moment?
it's not in the moment. It's just I struggle doing things bad that are fun. It's like all my friends sometimes will like hang out or do something and like yeah I'll stay up sometimes I'll sacrifice sleep, but it's like if I know like I try to get 8 hours I try to get 8 hours of sleep every night because like as I said I'm like there's a lot of pros in that. So it's like if all my friends are doing something, it's not even like going out partying, just like all hanging out playing poker. Like I love poker, I love gambling. Like I don't drink or anything like that, but gambling it's like my release. I love gambling. I'm not addicted, but like when I'm on a vacation,
Sound pretty addicted.
I'm not, but it's like I love it on vacation. I've only gambled on vacation, never ever like at home, only on vacation, like it was cruise. But like stuff like that, I like won't do it because I'll be like this would be super fun, but like at the end of the day I'm just gonna lose sleep, and it's like I miss out on a lot of stuff because I feel like I'm worried about the downsides of it. So I've been trying recently to like look more on the positive and just like enjoy life a little more, and I think I've been doing really good at it. I've just definitely been like enjoying life more while still like being smart with my actions.
I like that. I think I've always said this my saying on life, and I think I can coin this. People probably said it before, but I didn't see it from anybody. My saying is everything in life is a double-edged sword, all the way down to sleep. Like you could get too much sleep, you can not get too much sleep. All the way down to even the healthiest of things, water. You can literally die on water,
Literally.
but you could not drink enough water and die. So you have to ride the balance through everything. And I think honestly, as young adults, we're constantly trying to figure out where our balance is
100%.
and like our own bodies and our own work ethic and stuff like that. I think we've all been doing a very good job on this trip. By the way, there's 9 creators on this. Well,
Big
like
group.
6 creators, 3 not creators, but they're still on the trip. And we're all trying to figure out how to, one, live life and see these beautiful monuments and soak it all in, but also it's our jobs to capture and show what our lives and our personalities at the exact same time as we're doing this. So you have to find that balance. I think we're all doing a pretty good job. I think you'd definitely get a little bit worked up sometimes on trying to
Yeah.
almost control a situation that you can't control. You catch yourself doing that.
Makes sense.
I think I've read that a little bit where you want to be so successful and you want to do everything right that you control the things you do control very well, but even when that's not enough, you'll reach out into trying to control things that you can control.
Yeah, I see that.
Have you ever noticed that?
Oh, definitely. And I've also noticed something about you where it's like you're really good at assessing people mentally and like anyone in the friend group, you're like, okay, that person's like overconfident or that person's like very confident or like insecure. Like you're very good at like knowing people's weaknesses and strengths mentally. I feel like you're very good at assessing. You're a very observational person. Like, have you always been like that, or?
I think I have. I've always been, one, somebody that asks a lot of questions. Two, I'm always trying to figure out why somebody does the things they do. And I think it started when I was looking at myself as a child and even looking at my parents, because sometimes it's so hard to understand like why your parents do things the way they do, why your brother or your sister does things the way you do, why people would bully the way they do, why people say certain things. Everything has a deep rooted meaning and it all comes down on habit. So every single small habit you have reacts a bigger one. And so you're trying to, even me, and sometimes I'll be like, why did I say that? And then I dig deeper and find the reasoning. So I think I have been like that, and it's kind of enhanced recently.
Yeah.
But that is probably one of my biggest traits. And I can almost, if I'm sitting by somebody or talking to somebody, I can almost turn off some of the things in my brain that I know they wouldn't like. Now, sometimes when I'm in a conversation, like for example, an old person, like I know how to speak in a way that they would want to speak to me
Yeah.
as a young person. Sometimes I don't care and I want to just be fully Spencer and be fully out of pocket and try to make people laugh. But yeah, I think I have, to answer your question, I think I have been very observant. I think you will be as well.
Yeah.
I think you will once you get a little bit old. I'm 3 years older than you. I'm not that older, but 19 to 22 is much different.
Oh, most definitely.
So,
I feel like I just gained consciousness like when I turned 15.
right? Oh, 15. Oh my goodness. Okay, I wasn't conscious at 15. I don't think I was conscious until 17.
17.
17 is when I like look back and I'm like, okay, that was the beginning of I think who I was. Maybe 18.
I guess like it depends on how you look at it. Like I feel like at 14, 15 is like when I started like making actual decisions in my life, but like 17 is like where I was really sort of like looking at things and like assessing them and really thinking about stuff. And, like,
I bet when you get to 22, you're going to think, I think it'll go up.
Really?
Your consciousness, yeah. Because I think I probably thought the exact same thing. But once you make more memories in these next 3 years, which will be so many more memories that will kind of drown out what you think you remember at 14, 15, 16,
Yeah.
that your consciousness will raise. And I think even for me, by the time I'm 26, 27, I'll be like, yeah, I think I just started gaining consciousness at like 22, 23. And by the time we're 40, we're going to be like, yeah, we were stupid 22-year-olds, stupid 23-year-olds.
What is like the biggest thing that you would tell your 19-year-old self if you could go back?
Oh my gosh.
Pretend I'm 19-year-old Spencer.
I think there's a lot of people that came across me at 18, 19 that I almost used as a confidence booster because I wasn't secure enough in myself. And instead of making my own self secure, I think I would use them as it.
Dude, I actually like I kind of see myself doing that sometimes. Like I'll look at other people my age and like, for example, like someone else like just going out every single night and just getting absolutely obliterated because like I'm in a college town. A lot of people just do that. And like I'll look at them and like I'll let myself get confident because they're doing bad. And I think that's definitely a bad trait to have. I should just base my confidence based on my own self. So
Yeah.
I definitely see that. That's good advice for sure.
I think that's what I would probably say. And also just like not everybody hates you. I think I always or not even that. You don't have to be like you don't have to try to be mysterious. I think I tried to be like mysterious for a while, and I was scared to show who I actually was because I was nervous that people would know who I truly am,
Yeah.
and so I tried to put a mysterious front on like social media, which would be like my Instagram post at the time or whatever. When actually, if you just show who you really are, that people that like that and the people who are just like, there's 8 billion people in the world. There's going to be somebody that likes who you are. That's when you truly shine, because I hid it for so long, and that's just also just not healthy to try to lie about who you are.
Yeah.
I think so too.
You and I are like some of the other people in your friend in the friend group with the girlfriends.
Yeah, you have a girlfriend, I have a girlfriend, and then Kyle has a girlfriend. But I think so too, because luckily I started talking to Brooke, like, I would say, like, we were friends for a lot of my blowing up phase, I guess. I wonder if they can see us rock. If you see the camera go up and down, it's because the boat's rocking.
Dude, the lighting is so cool. I'm just like seeing myself. I'm like maybe might make a TikTok later. I really like the lighting right now.
So what was I saying?
There's Brooke, like.
Oh yeah, she definitely has kept me focused on stuff that I need to be focused on, and it makes you a better human being, because when you're in talking stages, you get to get out of talking stages when somebody learns something they don't like about you.
Yeah.
You get to run a lot. When you have a girlfriend and you want to be with that girlfriend, there's certain parts of your personality that's going to be shitty, and it's going to come out. You might not know it's shitty, because every time it starts to come out, you run away from it and you blame it on somebody else.
100%.
But when you have a girlfriend, you got to face it, and you got to make the decision if you're going to change that or if you want to stay that shitty person. And so you learn a lot about yourself. And I think that's with every phase of life. When you have a kid, all sorts of things are going to bring out shitty traits that you have, and you just have no idea unless it was for somebody else. Think Darth Vader. He needed his son to...
I've never watched
Anyway.
I do watch, though. You never watched anime. I love anime.
Yeah, that's fair.
What can I do for you to try anime?
No, I would never...
Michael, how many likes for you to watch my favorite anime?
There's nobody probably that watches my stuff that has seen anime.
Okay, perfect. Like it, though. Like, how many likes on this YouTube video for you to watch anime?
1,000.
1,000 likes on this.
Yeah, and I don't even know if we've got... I think we've maybe got 500 likes on it.
We're going to get 1,000. 1,000 likes, and I'm going to get them to watch Death Note. That's my favorite anime.
All right. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, Brooks kept me really grounded, yeah. I would say, and keeps me... I don't get distracted by stupid stuff. Chasing other girls or trying to be a 22-year-old. Mm-hmm. I get to avoid the hookup culture. I get to avoid all that stuff because of having a girlfriend. Would you think the same thing with your girlfriend?
I mean, I've been with my girlfriend. Dude, that's crazy. I feel like I've not really spent any of my life single. I mean, my girlfriend and I started dating when we were 15. 15, I know.
Yeah.
And we're still together. And I'm 19 now. So
that's interesting. You don't even know yourself truly as a...
I think it's so great because my philosophy is, like, I'm obviously dating and married, but, like, another thing that, like, not everyone thinks is, like, instead of wanting to meet a person, like, when they're at their best and I'm at my best, I would rather grow and, like, mold each other and, like, form this, like, perfect, like, union with someone. Like, we grow each other and we, like, grow perfectly together. Like, I think that's so much better, in my opinion, than, like, finding someone, like, you know, when I'm 27, 28. I'd rather, like, you know, I don't care if I've, like, don't see other girls for my young prime years. Like, I'd rather grow with one person and just build, like, the perfect stuff. Because, like, I'm never going to get a chance to, you know, not only learn while I'm in a relationship, but also, like, my girlfriend and I, like, we've grown up together. So it's kind of like, we've, like, molded each other.
Right. You grew into, like, one almost.
Yeah. It's like scary, but it's also, like, really cool, I think. And I do like it a lot.
I think everything is... It is scary, but also everything is scary because I've said this too. Everything is hard. Oh, yeah. Every single thing is hard. Not being an influencer is hard. Being an influencer is hard. Mm-hmm. Not getting the right amount of sleep is hard. Not sleeping enough is hard. Like, being single is hard, and taken is hard. So you have to choose your hard. Every single thing you go through in life is a little bit scary because you don't know the future. That's just not a superpower humans have. So I think if you like the hard that you're in, then you just keep going. And it doesn't matter, everybody, you see your friends do the hookup culture, you see your friends do things.
Would you rather met Brooke now when you did, or would you rather met her when you were 15?
No.
No? Okay.
I think I needed to Brooke needed to go through her last relationship, and I needed to go through my last relationship
Mm-hmm.
to know how to treat each other, know what to do, know what not to do. I think everything happens for a reason at a
Oh, for sure.
certain time.
God's plan. Everything's God's plan.
Yeah, I think it's everything is at a certain time for sure, because I probably would have lost Brooke or treated her like shit if I found her at 15 or 16 or 17.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Because I treated my last girlfriend like shit. So I know that that's what that would have been. Luckily, I know not to do that now. And I can give Brooke my best now because I know not what to do there. And
That's one of the things I struggle with because, like, the learning curve when you're 15 is like, I've grown up as a boyfriend as well. So it's like I was not the best boyfriend at the start, and I never cheated or anything like that. But I just wasn't like the nicest
Right.
sometimes. And like now I feel like as the relationship has grown, I've become a better boyfriend myself. So it's like I definitely see how that you kind of just were able to avoid that stage at the start instead of having to like learn how to be a good boyfriend. I definitely had to learn how to be a good boyfriend, but I think now I'm pretty solid. I'd say.
Well, we're also very immature, like
Oh, yeah,
unbelievably immature.
But so are our girlfriends.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But they like to put on a front, like
Oh, yeah.
toughness. I have mom traits, like I know what I'm doing, but when they're on their own, I know they like fart and giggle. You know what I mean?
For sure, they poop.
Yeah. Oh, they do. I know.
Would
So
you care
nasty.
if your like girlfriend farted in front of you?
She still has never.
My girlfriend did it once. She's gonna be mad at me for saying this. She's gonna be so mad at me for this. My girlfriend farted in front of me once, and it was the coolest thing ever. It
What?
was like a loud one. It was like a perfect. It was like a.
Perfect.
It was like a perfect pop. It was like a. And
You
that was it. And then
kinky
she
mother
got
trucker.
So embarrassed. And it was the funniest thing ever. And she denies it to this day. It was like 2 years ago. She's like, I never farted in front of you. I literally never did. I'm like, guess you did, Gabby. So you literally farted in front of me.
Brooke, I was laying on Brooke's, like, she was taking a nap and she was laying on her stomach, and I was like kind of laying on her butt watching TikTok, and she farted in her sleep, and it was silent, but it smelled so bad, and she was also on her period, so I think that's why it smelled so bad. And I was like, I had to erase it out of my mind so that when I looked at her, I didn't think of stinky shit. And so, but now I think, I didn't mean to traumatize her, but she might be a little bit nervous to fart in front of me, just because.
Gabby says she's never pooped it when she's been with me.
That's impressive. How long have you guys been together at once?
I mean, like, during the day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's like, I guess she holds it, or she like lies about not pooping.
Dude, girls can poop so fast.
Really?
I learned that too. Unbelievably fast.
I didn't know that. How
Like-
often does Brooke poop in front of you?
I don't know, cause she poops so fast that it could be confused for a pee.
Do you ever like see butterflies and rainbows come out of your bathroom?
No, but when I walk in there, sometimes it smells like a hint of perfume with a little shit.
I'm lucky because Gabby's didn't smell when she farted. I couldn't smell it. I just heard it.
I think if they didn't smell, I'd be okay with it. Like if Brooke farted and it was,
cute. It's
it
like,
was,
oh,
it's not cute, but it'd be funny. But if I like smelt it and it smelled like more than mine do, then she needs to
See, like,
be a blue collar worker.
I disagree with that because I think it's low key cute when girls do something that they like. It's like embarrassing or like typically uncute for them to do. Like I feel like for example, I feel like girls like think it's like bad to fart, but like when they like let out a fart, it's like
No,
they're
dude.
embarrassed, and it's cute when they're embarrassed. Like stuff like that where a girl like does something she's embarrassed to do. It's like so cute. Like obviously I'm not saying I don't have a fart kink or anything.
It sounds like you have a fart fetish. Haven the fart fetish
I
guy.
have a fart fetish. I'm saying like when a girl does something she gets embarrassed about it, it's just cute.
I think there's so many better things that don't smell that could be embarrassing that she could do. I don't think there's a reason for her to blow gas out of her intestines for me to be like, oh, that's the cutest shit I've ever seen.
It's not the fact that she blew the gas, it's the fact that she gets embarrassed because she let it happen.
Okay. I'd rather watch Brooke like trip and fall
That'd
and then get
be
embarrassed.
funny.
And then I'd be like, oh, you're so cute. Instead of fucking, oh, you're so hot, Brooke. No. How many you got? How many ounces you got in this thing?
Oh, 1 ounce.
Are you going to try to make it bigger?
Yeah, eventually we're gonna have a bigger size. And my kind of process with that is like that'll last you like a decent amount, and then also it's like I want to make something affordable because like kids are asking their moms to buy it and they're not gonna spend a lot of money, and because we're a healthy ingredient, like we're 100 out of 100, and you go well, like say CeraVe for example, they're like a 30 out of 100, no 18 out of 100, and the reason we are is because our ingredients cost more, so our margins are lower, while like CeraVe uses really cheap preservatives so they can have.
What is
high
the
margins.
who rates the Yucca rating? Like who does the
So
rating?
it's European standards, which are harsher than American. You can't pay for anything. You just put your ingredients in, and they give you a rating. So it's like the app, and like any third party app you scan it with. There's like a bunch of third party apps, but Yuca's the one I've been using mainly because it's European standards, and I really like it. So that's the one I use. And then the reason it's just like I wanted to do 1 ounce because I could sell it for $24, and I haven't made any money, but like I can sell it for $24, which is like a reasonable price. If I started like drop my first product like 30 or up and had a bigger amount, I feel like just people couldn't afford that. So I wanted to make it something people could afford.
Fair. Yeah, I get that. That makes a lot of sense. So let's talk about what we're doing now today. We got a little backstory on you. We know that you like fart fetishes, and
They're not like fart fetishes.
what has been your favorite thing that we've done on the trip so far? We've been on this cruise for 6 days. We were in Paris before that for 3 days. What has been your favorite place we've been?
This podcast has been pretty fun, but my favorite place.
Oh, thanks.
Has been not Paris. I did not like Paris. It sucked.
Paris.
It's expensive. It was
like New York.
It was like New York. Yeah, it was like it's just like when you think of Paris, you think it's gonna be like this super magical thing, and the Eiffel Tower was super cool. Like when you saw it, I was like, wow, that's way bigger than I expected. But then other than that, like the weather was kind of bad, and just like Paris wasn't really fun for me.
Well, also,
I don't wanna
you
sound
missed.
bratty.
No, you missed a lot of the cool stuff though.
I did.
One of the main days when we walked around, you were doing something else. I don't
I was in
remember.
the gym.
Oh my gosh! Don't even get me started on that shit.
I missed like half of one of our days in Paris because I was determined to find a place to work out.
Well, anyway, we had some sick spots that you did miss. Saw the freaking Arc.
I didn't see the Louvre or anything. I literally just saw the Eiffel Tower, so that's also probably why I didn't like it as much. And I'm not trying to sound like bratty saying like Paris sucks.
Dude, Brooke said the exact same. Brooke came on the podcast and she went to Italy. Her experience just wasn't like everybody else's experience on social media, and people started shitting on her for it. And I think I think it's bullshit, because you should be able to have your own opinion on your own experience where you go.
I agree.
So you don't sound bratty because somebody else who does go could love it. You're allowed to not like things.
Yeah.
There's this thing in society where they put the pressure on, if somebody else likes it, you have to like it, or you're spoiled rotten brat.
What I'm saying, like in comparison to everything else we did on the trip. I'm
Okay,
not saying,
fair.
I would rather be in Paris on vacation than like home. Like that's it, Paris was fun. But like now that we're on a cruise and we're seeing parts of Greece.
Oh, dude,
like, compared to
Greece
Paris,
is no.
It would suck in my opinion. But like in general,
Paris is a 1 out of 10 compared to Greece, because
That's
Greece
what I meant, yeah.
Greece is like the prettiest place I've ever been in my life.
It's awesome. Thailand might be prettier, but you got to go to Thailand. I was in Thailand for.
I really
10
wanna go.
days. Beautiful, cheap, amazing. But yeah, I meant like Paris has been my least favorite thing on the trip, so that's why I ranked it badly. I think still like I'm on vacation, it's gonna
Right.
no matter where I am. But Paris is not the best out of the trip so far. Greece is super fun. I loved.
All right, I'm gonna take you through the places. You give me 1 out of 10.
Okay.
Okay. First day, Athens. We were in Athens before we got on the cruise.
We got there at night. We didn't get to do much, but the food was solid. Our Airbnb was solid. We'll give it a 7 out of 10, but we didn't really get to do anything.
Yeah, you're right. Santorini.
Ooh, Santorini was nice. I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Santorini was beautiful.
That's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
Crate.
10 out of 10.
What?
I'm kidding.
Dude, Crate was not a 10 out of 10.
It would have been a 10 out of 10 if the cruise dropped us off at the right place. We got dropped off like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, dude. Crate has 2 sides, I would say. One side, beautiful, pink beaches, gorgeous, landscaping is beautiful. Then they have another side where it's like almost, I would say, Iraqi/Irani type buildings and downtowny area.
Yeah.
And that's where we were. Our cruise dropped us off over there. I don't know why they didn't drop us off on the other side.
Yeah.
Anyway, Crate, probably beautiful. Social media, saw so many videos on how beautiful it is. We just didn't get to experience that part.
Yeah, I wish we could have seen that, but we're like an hour drive from
Yeah.
and our cruise is leaving.
Okay, what was next? Turkey.
Turkey?
Ancient.
Dude, Turkey was cool. I'm not really a history nerd, but it made me appreciate history a lot more for sure. Especially like seeing like you guys like super interested, and I was like kind of made me want to get more into it. So it was cool. There were definitely like.
Dude, you're a big Bible guy. I can't believe you didn't like freak out about that.
So here's my thing with the Bible. Like I'll be honest, like I've read a lot of the Bible. I read the Bible every morning, every night. I read like a chapter in the morning, chapter at night. So it's like a huge amount every day. But like the way I read it, it's like a lot of time like I won't understand everything I'm saying. Like I'll have to look more into it. I understand what I'm reading. Like I'll look a lot more into it. But like I understand the concepts, the philosophies, the like ways of living in the Bible, praying, stuff like that. The one thing I've never really been good at like remembering is like I'm very bad when it comes to Bible history. Like I kind of understand like the prophets and the apostles and that stuff, but like when it comes to the actually like knowing the history of it, and history in general, history and geography have been my worst two subjects.
What?
I can't name the 50 states.
Dang.
I'm bad. Like I'm telling you, like I just can't. Like I can't remember things like when like the Bible stuff happened or where it happened, like locations and stuff like that. It's just like always been, even though I read it, it's like always been just hard for me to memorize. And it's
Fair.
the same with geography. So
Wait,
like,
yeah, so Turkey 1 to 10.
ice cream stuff was cool. It was pretty beautiful. I'll give it a 7.7.
Okay, interesting. Turkey was a 9.5 out of 10 for me.
Nice.
I'm a big history buff, and seeing all that stuff was once in a lifetime. Okay, next, Mykonos.
Mykonos was cool. What did we do in Mykonos? We ate and then we went to that.
We ate, then
Ghana.
we went to the through the shops and all the
I'll give
beaches.
Mykonos, I gave Santorini a 9. I'll give Mykonos an 8.5. I like Santorini more.
Okay, I will give Mykonos a 10 out of 10. I can't. Mykonos and Santorini were like similar but different, and both 10.
Mykonos is also like a very party place, and like for someone like I like Santorini more. Oh, sorry. I like Santorini more because it's more like chill. Like I feel like if I brought my girlfriend there, we could have a really fun time.
Right.
Food there's good. Everything's cool. Super beautiful. While Mykonos is a kind of more party-ish, and that's just not really my vibe. So it's like that's why it's still super beautiful. But I think I just need to rate it like a little bit lower than.
We got our feet eaten by fish.
That was cool,
dude.
But everyone's commenting saying that I'm gonna have infections and stuff.
Dude, somehow that video, I haven't had a video have like 4 million views in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That has 4 million views, and everybody's just telling me I'm gonna lose every single one of my toes.
But we're fine so far.
I still have my toes so far.
But honestly, I don't think it really worked because I still have some dead skin on my feet.
I don't think they eat it. I think they just like suck it. Well, should not be clipped. But I don't think they do eat it. I think they just like chew on it and then spit it out. I don't know, dude. I think our feet are gonna be fine.
Yeah,
they'd have a
my
thing would be,
girlfriend's like, I can't believe you did that. You're gonna get like your foot. I know someone that died from it. It's like, Gabby, it's gonna be.
I have a feeling that whole thing would be shut down if people died from it.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Anyway, whatever. And then today, so we went to Mykonos yesterday. Today we have a full day on the cruise. That's why we're being able to get these podcasts filmed. Yeah. And then tomorrow, do you know where we're going tomorrow?
No idea.
I have no idea either.
How many days do we have on the cruise?
We have 2 more days. So we have tomorrow. I think we're going. I think it's called like Daikomos. I don't know. It starts with a
Greece?
Yeah. It starts with a D. And then the day after that, we go somewhere else. I don't know where we're going then. Mm-hmm. And then day 9, we're on ocean again, like today. Yeah. And then day 10, we get dropped off right in the morning. So when we wake up on day 10.
Almost done.
Yeah, we have.
What are you most excited for? You think you're most excited for Greece, or are you most excited for like Italy and Switzerland?
Santorini, I was 100,000% very, very excited for. I'm also, my dream vacation has always been able to go to Italy, Lake Como, and see where they shot Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
It's been my dream spot, and I didn't think we were gonna get to go. And then literally, I was on the flight out to Miami, and you texted me.
I'm not going, but you guys are going.
Right. You texted me, hey, booked you the Star Wars excursion thing. I was like, oh my gosh, let's fucking go. I'm so pumped. So probably Santorini, then this Lake Como thing that I'm really excited for.
Girlfriend least excited for?
She isn't excited for. I don't think she's excited for Switzerland.
Yeah, I think Switzerland's the one that I want to be excited for.
Brooke doesn't want me to go to Switzerland.
Yeah.
She knows that
It's the stigma around Switzerland because it's just like
the girls.
Beautiful girls.
Yeah.
In the world, and that's just why.
She is a girl's girl, so she knows everything about girls, and she thinks that she knows I have a little blonde kink, and she thinks that I'm gonna go to Switzerland, find a blonde European, and never come home. And I don't know why she thinks that. My business is at home. My girlfriend is at home. My dog is at home. My family's at home. But yeah, she has, I think, convinced herself that I'm going to go to Switzerland, find a European Brooke, in a sense, and never come home.
She really thinks that. You think she seriously thinks
She's probably half joking. Everything we say is half joking. Yeah. But she's also warning me, don't fucking do it.
Yeah, I mean, she's controlling your business too right now. So
dude,
you can't mess up.
She has, see this right here? These are my balls in her hand. She she has everything in my life. She's running it. She also has been driving my truck for like the last week and a half.
Yeah, if you did something, you're done.
I'm screwed.
Your truck's gone, your dog's gone.
My mom is also coming soon to Florida to watch my dog and like give her a break, and so she'd have my mom on her hands too. She could end everything if she really got crazy.
Yeah,
And Brooke can get fucking crazy. And if I tell her that, she'll be like, "How? When was the last time I was crazy?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh fuck, Brooke, I don't
Dude,
know."
No one can ever remember anything on the spot.
Dude, I can't.
It's
Every single
impossible.
time I'm convinced, like I'm trying to tell Brooke I have an issue with her, what she's doing or something right now, and she's like, "What? Well, when was the last time? When was the last time I did this or that?"
It's impossible.
I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna write it down in a notebook.
Yeah.
I
I'm the
just
same
know.
way though, low-key. I ask like if anything happens that I do, I'm like,
Oh,
when was the last time I did
you do that
You have to
all
do
the
that.
time. Yeah, you do that to
back,
me.
dude. You do it.
Yeah, I do it back.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, dating a girl makes you kind of like a girl sometimes.
Oh, I've picked up so many of Brooke's
Yeah,
traits.
It's bad. Like I feel like I can be like really petty sometimes. Like I get sassy.
I can get real
I get
petty.
sassy.
I can get real complainy sometimes. Not saying every girl does that, but Brooke can be real complainy.
Are you sure you want to post this? Like you might die after you post this.
Why? Oh no, I'll be good.
Crazy, complaining.
Oh, dude, I love the woman to death.
There you go.
Dude, that's another thing that society does wrong. Your relationship isn't going to be perfect. No human being is perfect. Brooke has her perfect moments. I think she's perfect. Even when she complains, I still think she's perfect. The fact of the matter is that she is a human being and she can throw a fit.
Yeah.
And I'm allowed to say that my girlfriend throws a fit. And I'm also allowed to say I love her. Not as much when she's throwing a fit, but I'll get back to how much I do love her after she's done throwing the fit.
Isn't it kind of like hot when a girl gets mad though?
You grow out of that. It gets old. Sometimes it depends. If they get mad like about something that you like want them to care about,
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right,
Yeah. Exactly.
I like that you care about me. But sometimes Brooke will want me to do that back to her, and
Oh yeah.
and I will. I kind of go silent because I just don't want to argue with stuff or whatever. She's like, why are you not? I don't even know how to word it, caring or whatever.
You don't care about me. It's just like, and then you have to like prove that you care. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's kind of a reality check because maybe I haven't been saying stuff that makes her feel like I care about her.
Mine too.
So I don't know. It goes back and forth. But I'm definitely not going to come on social media and just lie and pretend that, yep, everything Brooke does is perfect. How I respond to Brooke is perfect. We are perfect. We're going to last forever.
That's good.
No.
That's a big thing I respect about you. I think it's a similar thing to me. Like, I'm very against lying. Like there have been times like I've done like TikTok drama, for example, and like that's been like kind of like a white lie for entertainment. But like in person in relationships, like I seriously like I don't think I've ever really lied to my parents. I've never lied to my girlfriend. Never lied to my friends. Like I think that's really good not to lie.
I mean, because if you do over and over and over, then you're just not gonna. It's not gonna stay. Like people will find out who you truly are. And my biggest thing is I want you to know Spencer Nolan for who he is. He's not gonna hold anything back. He's gonna tell you just exactly what he thinks. He's gonna say stuff out of pocket that you might have to think twice about or whatever. And he might even feel apologetic after, but he's not gonna that's just who he is as a human being.
Yeah.
So that's what I try to present myself on social media. I think you do a pretty good job of it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of my plan. So I think that kind of wraps this up. I don't know if there's anything else. Let's see. We talked about your skincare, your past you, what we've been doing. What's your favorite food you ate on the cruise so far?
Dude, I had a stir fry yesterday.
Was it good?
They cooked up a stir fry for me. Picked out whatever vegetables, and then they made a stir fry. And it was pretty good. I got like 10 chicken breasts in it too.
Oh, wow.
I
You
ate a lot.
eat
I ate a lot.
so much food, dude. I can't even believe your stomach isn't keeping this boat afloat.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a bar, low key. Anyway, how do you do it? You eat.
I'm tall.
You'll get
skinny.
12 skewers of chicken.
Yeah, no more. I think I had 15.
Dude, I'd eat
Plus rice,
4.
Plus like I think I had like a chicken breast. It's like, dude, you're in my house at midnight and we have dinner at midnight.
Yeah.
Good for you. It's
That was lit.
a Russian family. It's not a Russian thing. It's a Haven thing. No Russian family cooks that late. Haven's family cooks that late.
Dude, my whole comment section on that video is just like Belarusians and Russians like going at it.
Actually.
Yeah, low key. And they're also like going at me because like I guess I pointed at your babushka. You're not allowed to point, I guess, at
Wait, really? I didn't even know that.
babushkins or whatever. They say it's rude, and I pointed at her like this, and they're like, "You're not allowed to do that. That's rude." I was like, "Dude, what? She's in America. It's our rules now." Okay.
Funny guy. You're a funny guy, Spencer.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, I appreciate that a lot, man. I do. We gonna hit the casino tonight?
Of course.
Yeah, we will. It's open right now, actually.
Yeah, I'm actually up $200 overall so far.
What?
Yeah, I turned $10. Well, I was down 200, and then Mike donated me $10, and I turned $10 into 400. So I'm technically up 200 right now.
Damn, I'm up 520. Yeah, I kind of went on a heater last night.
Yeah, rich guy over here. Rich guy.
All right, well, that is the end of this podcast, dude. Your lighting is way better than mine.
I know, it's so sexy.
All right, well, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Hide your moms. This is probably episode 23, 24. I don't know which one I'm going to post yet, but
Yeah.
boom.